I am blown away with the sheer talent of you guys.
Yeah, everyone. I'm just blown away.
We've been working on our script for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you how long. But I think that we can announce a winner, and you can call it what you want, but we just call it common sense. And we're going with our live song, table.
They really know how to feed into our egos.
This is a great mustache, and I'm really glad that the mustache was featured in the song, and that was the tiebreak in the end.
But we love them all. Maybe we'll find a fun way to make them all.
Yeah. So actually, you should give us your lyrics before you leave, because that would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got a great lawyer. Great lawyer. He's very expensive. Yeah. So the last thing, we wanted to do one more thing tonight before we wrap up our evening, and that is recognize a very important person who's going to be moving away from us.
Thank you.
Peter Fair, as you know, is moving away. It is very sad. He is moving to western Manitoba, southern Manitoba, which is odd because mostly people move from Manitoba to Western.
Exactly. But Colin and I, on behalf of the neighborhood church, wanted to make sure that Peter and his family aren't moving to Manitoba feeling unprepared. And so Colin and I, we consider ourselves as something of experts about life in southern Manitoba.
That's correct, Travis. Last spring, Travis and I flew there, and we spent 3 whole days in Winnipeg. And so with that, we would like to present to Peter our tips for surviving in Winnipeg. Peter, you can stay seated for now. We'll call you up in a little bit.
So the first thing that we wanted to share with you are some pictures that we took from our trip there that reveal a little bit about what life can be like in southern Manitoba. And we wanted to give you an idea of some fun things that you can do if you're bored. Maybe even something that if you wanted to go on a date with Cindy, some really great ideas. So let's take a look at some of the pictures that we got. Now, this is Joe Black Coffee Bar. This place is amazing. It's located just outside of Assiniboine Park. You've got to go there.
It is so good. I do not want to say that it's better than the Buzz, but it is much better than the Buzz.
Now, I'm not sure that anything says, hey, we're friends and we want to have fun and hang out and do something cool, than this.
This is a tandem bike ride. It is really, really sad that when me and Travis were there, they didn't have any that we could rent.
Very sad. And the last thing that's a really, really great idea is the amazing zoo that they have in Winnipeg. This zoo is incredible. They have all kinds of amazing animals. I think I even saw a raven pen.
It looked amazing from the outside. We got there just after 5 o'clock and it was closed. Who has a zoo opening during business hours only?
Yeah.
So Peter, if you decide to go to the zoo, go while you're supposed to be working. Now, Winnipeg also has some things that you may want to watch out for, and we wanted to make sure that you were well aware of these before. The first one is that they have really narrow sidewalks.
Yeah, you're going to have to really get used to walking in single file there. You probably aren't going to be able to hold Cindy's hand while you walk down the streets.
The next thing is hills pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, the good thing, the thing that will save you is that they have these awesome signs warning you. So you're not going to have to, take a steep incline. You're not going to trip over the hill. You're going to be able to walk around it. So that's the good thing about it.
Next, there's something about the Winnipeg chairs. They were huge. I don't know what happened. I felt like a hobbit.
I don't know either. I had to give Colin a boost just to get up in that chair to take a picture.
And for this next slide, I think we need a demonstration.
Yeah, I think we do need a demonstration. And so, one thing that you got to watch out for in Winnipeg, of course, is mosquitoes. And so this is going to be a part of your wardrobe. And
I'm used to wearing this.
Yeah, so you just kind of throw it over yourself like that. You can also use it as a top sheet on your bed. And it's great, because that way the mosquitoes, they can't get in, they can't bite you, because you got this lovely mosquito net. So you want to make sure that you invest in several of those for sure.
It may keep the mosquitoes out of your face,
yeah,
but it will not keep the mosquitoes out your salad.
No. That was taken in Winnipeg, that
I was
picture.
taken in Winnipeg. That was one of the salad that I was looking forward to eating. And I made it finish it.
He was pretty hungry.
I was. Next.
No.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, let's talk about this later.
We'll talk about that
way. Yeah. For this next thing, I thought it would be great if we could demonstrate something. So, Colin, would you mind getting our prop for us? Just behind the piano there. This is a tool that you'll need pretty much all year round in Winnipeg. And so Colin's going to show us how to use it well, and hopefully that'll be, you can learn something about this.
This is something, Peter, that you're going to need in the winter for shoveling snow, and in the short spring for shoveling water, and maybe getting rid of flood.
Yeah, filling sandbags for sure.
Yeah.
So Colin, why don't you demonstrate, first of all, how not to shovel, okay? So, Peter, look at the strain he's putting on his lower back. There's no way you could ever survive a full Winnipeg winter shoveling like that. It's just not going to happen. You're going to end up inside, on the couch, you're going to have 10 feet of snow in your driveway, you're not going to be able to go anywhere.
No.
Now, Colin, why don't you show us now how to properly use a shovel? See, look up.
The knees.
With the knees, so he keeps his back straight. And he grabs the weight with his knees and lifts that way. And that's how you're going to save yourself a whole world of trouble, Peter. And that's what we really want you to be able to do. We don't want you to throw out your back. We don't want you to be have your house underwater because you couldn't fill snowbags. Or sandbags, rather. Although snowbags might be an interesting idea. Maybe we should trademark that.
I think we should before we get sued.
I don't want to get sued again.
No, not again. Now, we didn't want to be the only ones to give Peter advice because, well, we were only there for a short time. And believe it or not, there may or may not be people sitting right beside you that have actually lived in Winnipeg.
Yeah, so as much as we love hearing the sound of our own voices, we thought, why don't we get them to share with you? So we're going to roll a clip now, and we'll get some good advice for life in southern Manitoba.
My name is Sarah, and I lived in Winnipeg for 10 years, which means I survived 10 Manitoba winters.
Hi, my name is Jamie, and I was born and raised in Manitoba in Winnipeg. I lived there full-time until I got married in 1998, and we return quite on a regular basis. It's still considered home to me.
Manitoba, especially southern Manitoba, is fantastic. There's tons of sunshine, which is something West Coasters aren't used to this time of year.
So I know that you're moving to Steinbach, which is a very bustling town in the Mennonite villages and towns in Manitoba. So now you're moving over to the Ditseed side, so I'm not sure how your family is going to take this. So hopefully they'll still communicate with you and be able to, visit you, because it used to be that the only way you could get across the Red River was through ferries until the bridges were built, or go up to Winnipeg and travel that way to cross the river. So it was a big deal to live across the river. So now you're going to be on this side of the river.
So Winnipeg, you do not have to worry about spiders. Winnipeg spiders are this big. British Columbia spiders are this big. So way better on the spider end of things.
A good popular place to eat is the Chicken Chef. So if you need a good chicken and chips meal, that is where you're going to go for a good meal. Just be known so that once you open the door, because you're new in town, everyone will look at you and they will follow you to your seat. Because you're new, they don't know your face, so they're trying to place you and they're trying to figure out where they may have seen you before.
The winters are long, but they're super sunny, and Christmas is always snowy. I don't think there's ever been a Winnipeg Christmas that hasn't been snowy, which is pretty fantastic. One thing we loved about Winnipeg and living on the prairies is that you can get in your car and drive for 2 full days and not run out of space. You don't hit an ocean, you don't hit anything else, so it's pretty cool to live on the prairies.
All right, for this next part, we're going to need Peter to come up.
Come on up, Peter.
As our previous agreement, you don't need to say anything.
Peter, don't forget your jacket.
Yeah, it's going to be cold out there.
For our last trip, we need to take a little field trip.
Yeah.
So
should we go and do that now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. What do you want us to do now? Have your jacket. Just hang tight. Okay. Hang tight.
Colin, why is it light out?
Oh, that's okay. It's just the time vortex continuum. It happens every Christmas. Let's go. You ready, Peter?
All right, let's go.
Well, Peter, I guess it's time that we tell you what we're doing. Basically, something that we noticed when we were in Winnipeg was how straight all the roads were. But then all of a sudden, out of the blue, there might be a really sharp turn. It was weird! And so what we want to make sure you know how to do is drive really, really straight for a long period of time and then take a sudden turn.
Nanaimo is so hilly and turny that it's hard to actually find that.
Well, you know, Colin.
No, wait, but we found it. We found a spot that has a straightaway with a really sharp turn, so we're just going there now.
But what I'm trying to say...
No. Peter, you have to see it. It's going to be perfect.
It's gonna blow your mind. I suggest slowing down, to about like 10, maybe 15. 30 is pretty quick for learners, so slow right down, and then just slowly take your hands and go over and this way, and then just let the wheel go back really carefully and straight yourself out again. There you go. It's easy.
Well, Peter, what do you think? Are you ready to give it a try yourself?
But guys,
No, he's ready. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I think he's ready.
I think he is.
Just like we showed you. You'll be fine.
Nothing to worry about. All right, Peter, just like we taught you. Nice and easy. You don't need to be a hero today.
See, we're going up this little hill, and then there's a corner.
Yeah.
And once you start approaching it, just start taking it slow.
Ease it right on down.
You're not really slowing down now.
Tell you guys.
Peter, I feel like you're going a little bit fast.
You're going a little fast
Remember,
for a corner.
10K. You don't need to go faster than 10K.
Yeah, that's what I said, 10K.
Peter! Whoa! Wow, Peter, that was really, really good.
Yeah. Where did you learn to do that?
I was trying to tell you guys, I grew up in Manitoba.
What?
Colin, maybe we should just get back to the banquet.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Travis, I really don't think Peter needs our survival guide.
Yeah, well, I guess that's right. But we have one thing that we do wanted to give for Peter, and that is we have a few gifts for Peter to wish him on his way. So, Peter, I'm going to ask you to come on up to the front, and we got a few things that we want to give you. Now, the first things that we want to give you are our very own prototype Colin and Travis in the Morning mugs. And we have a matching one for you and Cindy. How amazing is that?
One hand, the other hand.
All right, we got some more gifts for you over here. We've got in this card for you, we have a $30 Tim Hortons gift card. And you may be wondering, well, why did we choose $30? Why not 25? Why not 35? I'll tell you the answer. The reason why is because we did $1 for each degree below zero it was today in Steinbeck. So that's how we came up with that. And we've got something else that you're going to need to use a lot in Steinbeck. And this is an ice scraper. We don't have to use them very often here on the West Coast, but you're going to need this a lot. So take that with you as well. And last but not least, we have. Now, this isn't the one you're getting, because it's not your size, but this is to show you. You get your very own Colin and Travis in the Morning t-shirt. This is Abby's. You can't have it. But we'll get you one that fits. Yeah,
The post-production team is a little bit
We'll let you
behind.
decide later.
We have been assured that it'll be here anywhere from 3 to 35 weeks. So we'll get it to you. Thanks so much, Peter, for being a good sport. We really we know that Peter still has a bit of time in Nanaimo, but we wanted to say goodbye the best way that we knew how, and that was that. At this time, we're going to call James up for just a couple words, and that kind of draws a close for the live episode of Colin and Travis, and we just have one more thing to say, and that is, thanks.
We've been great.
You've been great.